Welcome to Bay Focus. Thank you for tuning in today. Well, we have a theme to the program today, and it is our military and how organizations and ministries today are stepping up to help our service members and their families. In just a few moments, we're going to get caught up with Youth for Christ military and their campus life ministry around the country and here at MacDill Air Force Base as well. And you will want to stay tuned for that. But before we get caught up with them, we have a brand new organization with us here that they're not brand new, but they are to Bay Focus, and it's called Operation Military Matters. I love that name, and we have the founder, Gracie Tubbs, right next to me, and you brought along your mom. We love having Katie Tubbs, who is the president of Operation Military Matters. It's so great to see the family connection. Thank you both.
Thank you so much for having us.
Oh, love having you on today. I'm so excited about what you do. And I think without further ado, I'm not going to say it because then we're going to explain what our viewers are seeing here on the table. But what is Operation Military Matters, Gracie?
Yeah, so Operation Military Matters is a nonprofit organization that we've had for the past 10 years. We raise money and send care packages overseas to the military. We collect items from the community around the world, and then we come together for a packing party and send them overseas to our military.
I absolutely love that. And let's explain a little bit about the packages, and we're going to see these in the shows too. But we have a few of the items, and whichever one of you wants to explain, what are we seeing? What kind of things do you send?
Yeah. You got
Go
that.
ahead, Gracie.
You got that.
Well, these are some of the items. The biggest thing that they love are the thank yous.
Yeah.
Thank you notes that go in there. We have games that we send. We always try to send wipes, socks, toothbrush, toothpaste, and then we send a packet, and it's right there. Gracie sends a letter in every single one, and it says, if somebody's there that received the care package and somebody didn't, if you want to put their name on our website, and we'll send them a care package. And this is something that goes in most of our care packages. It's a hat, a knitted hat, and we have a volunteer that makes those. A couple volunteers, actually, that do that.
I love that. Talk about a creative thing. But you mentioned kind of one thing here, too. People can go to the website. This is kind of a word of mouth, grassroots. If you know of a military family, right? How do they get these care packages?
Yeah, 100%. If anyone knows anybody in the military, we would love to send to them. Through our website, there's a spot where you can put a name and then submit an address, and we'd love to send them a care package. It's super important for us to be able to give back and to support the community with anybody that they know, so that we can support the people back at home too.
Okay, that is now we can at least get our viewers started on what you do, but there is so much more to this story. Gracie, you were a little girl.
Yes.
10 years ago. This was your like brainchild, your absolute project. Explain how this happened.
Yeah, so I was 9 years old when this started. I'm 20 years old now, so it has been a true blessing to have this nonprofit for the past 10 years of my life. So it started when I was in 4th grade. I went to Seminole Elementary School, and I've grown up with military in my family. My grandpa's uncles, a lot of people in my family were in the military, the people I loved the most. So I knew that I wanted to do something for them. It started as a school project. The VFW next door to my elementary school came over for Veterans Day, and we got to ask them questions, and they expressed to us that they didn't feel appreciated when they were overseas serving for our country. Me knowing that the people that I care most about were in the military during these times, I didn't like that, and I knew that I wanted to do something about it. So for my school project, I went home, took toiletries from hotels that we stayed at, put them in a box, sent overseas to the military, fell in love with it, turned it into a nonprofit, and then 10 years later, continued doing it with my family, the community, and it has grown super big and has been amazing and such a blessing in all of our lives.
I just, we hear about children that maybe start a lemonade stand or something, but this is an actual nonprofit for military. Katie, this was like your daughter saying, I want to keep doing this. How did you react to that?
I loved it. It is a true blessing, not only to our family, to the military, to the volunteers. It is inspirational. I'm so glad to see that Gracie was able to start this at a young age, because back then people were like, how does a 9-year-old do something in the community? And to see that we were able to accomplish something, and she was able to send now 14,000 care packages to our military. It is very nice.
And you've got partners that come along the way. You can see some of those on your website. That you have people that are partnering with you, organizations, businesses. Okay, you've done some things over the last 11 years. Is that what we're at now?
10 and a half, yeah.
10 and a half, 11. You've connected with the Tampa Bay Rays, business packing parties, all of that. So these people, like I said, come alongside of you, right?
Yes.
So we're going to show some of that right now while we're talking about that. But also the service members themselves. How have they reacted to this? I mean, is this like a surprise when they get it, or they know it's coming?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's been the reaction?
Sometimes it can be a surprise. Sometimes they ask and they say that they need items. So we never expect anything back from our military, but it obviously is super cool to see it when we get that back. From when I was little to now, we've gotten a lot of messages, phone calls, Zoom meetings with them, and they have expressed that it changed their life. And just thinking that one care package can change someone's life, we've had people say that they didn't know what they were doing overseas until they got one of our care packages. And that just really sticks with you, because you would think that these military men and women are taken care of and really understand that we appreciate what they do. But realizing that one care package really changes their morale and changes their deployment. When those people say things like that to us, it does just give us an extra want to keep going and doing it and boost in morale, because it's just very simple.
So the impact on the troops is just so heartwarming, everything you see. What about the volunteers? You've got volunteers that come alongside and do this. What's the impact on them? And then you could share about this. You have this one 90-year-old lady that makes these hats. So tell us about the volunteers.
So the impact not only on the military, they're receiving the care packages. We just received messages saying that it's like Christmas when they get these care packages. But the volunteers, that's another big impact. For us, volunteering is awesome to be able to do. But we have, like you said, a 90-year-old lady. She sits. This is her mission in life right now, is to make these hats, knit these hats. And she said sometimes she didn't know what she would be doing. She probably wouldn't be here, she said, if she didn't have Operation Military Matters. And this gives her purpose in life.
Wow.
So
in terms of putting it out there for our volunteers, what are all the different ways? What can they actually do? You have the packing parties and they collect supplies, or how do they work? You meet at a particular location, or?
We do. We're very fortunate. We have a lady named Amy Hartman, her and her husband. They have been with us since the beginning, and they allow us to have space at her real estate office.
Yeah.
And that's where we have our packing parties. That's where we store all of our items. And volunteers can come and help us pack the care packages. We have sorting days before every care packing event. We have to sort all the items that we either receive or that we purchase. So we do that, and that's where the volunteers come in. So they can also write cards. That's another big thing, is people that they can write cards for our troops, and we'll send those in the care packages.
Yeah, and you guys are nonprofit, so you fit all kinds of walks of life. People can come and come alongside you and come and get involved. And I know some of our faith-based organizations would love to do that too.
Yeah.
Some of our churches and some people would love to come alongside you guys. But one of the things too I want to mention, and we're going to show a video in just a moment. But before I do, when you're looking ahead into the years ahead, are you expanding this, or what? How do you see?
Yeah, we want to continue doing it as long as we can, continuing getting community support and growing. We want to impact as many lives as we possibly can. That's truly our mission.
Yeah.
We want to obviously expand as much as we can with the amount of support that we receive. So hopefully continuing to get support from the community, growing, and just helping more military.
I love that. All right, I want to before we wrap up this interview, I want to actually show one of our. I've tried to keep us moving, but I really want to show this. Let's show one of our servicemen.
Yes.
That he receives this package from you, and I just love his reaction. Let's take a look.
I was about to say, like, man, this is going in the right direction.
Okay.
I've never been good at opening packages.
Merry Christmas, Walt.
Yeah.
Is this one's prize?
Oh, I see the tape now.
Yeah.
Okay. Abby. Very easy.
Dangerous opening. I like it.
Yep. When you use your brain, shit gets easier. Let's see what we got. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh shoot, go-go squeeze.
What Girl Scout cookies? Did you get Thin Mints too?
Oh. Yep, 10 minutes. We got some other goodies of snacks and stuff.
Huzzah, huzzah.
Snacks. We got socks.
Sweet.
Dude, I'm definitely wearing these.
Exactly.
Okay, now that's going to bring a smile to your face.
Yeah.
You know, you could tell what they really like. You know, on these boxes, do you change it up? How do you get the idea? And obviously, you know, we saw some of the essentials.
Yeah.
But you throw in, you know, some like good eats now and then
Yes,
too.
definitely. We have like a specific things that we put in the boxes just to make sure they're taken care of with the essentials. But for sure, we throw in fun things, candy, food,
Yeah.
and then we'll have requests from them, and we love being able to send them whatever they want because it really is like Christmas for them opening them, and we do want to do whatever we can for them. So, I mean, some of them don't even have shampoo and conditioner overseas, which was crazy for me to learn at a young age.
Yeah.
So we send the essentials and then extra goodies that we can.
Yeah, and you're hitting like all different parts of the world, right? Even some
We
remote
are.
locations.
A lot of them
Yes.
are remote. The last request that we had was pretty remote area. So they ask us to send some care packages. We'll send them. We don't ask where they're going or anything like that. But we do. We just send them. And then sometimes we hear back that they received the care packages just like that. That was the first time we've ever received a video. When we got that video, I just started crying because it's like, wow.
You're seeing the reaction for
they're
all your work.
so excited to receive just these basic items.
Yeah.
So
I love it, absolutely love it. All right, how can what are your greatest needs? What can our viewers do to help you right now?
So for sure, if anyone wants to get involved, we do have care package parties if people want to do hands-on. We also have an Amazon wish list where people can send items that we have on that wish list. Donations for sure. It has been challenging a little bit since COVID, just getting those donations in because it does cost about $50 per box to send, which definitely adds up when we send a lot at a time. So honestly, donations, helping us pack, anything, cards, handwritten cards are a big thing. They love getting those.
Yeah, okay, well, that's plenty of opportunities right there. Thank you both so much for coming on, and thank you for what you're doing for our service members. Wow, it's such a labor of love. It really is. And on the screen, you're going to see how you can contact Operation Military Matters. I just, just like that name, Military Matters. Talk about what one little girl could do to start something like this and then continue it all these years is just amazing, amazing. So stay tuned on the screen again. You're going to see how you can contact Operation Military Matters, and stay tuned for more of Bay Focus. We'll be right back.
From the Gulf Coast to the bustling downtowns, here at Bay Focus, we're highlighting all of the local individuals, community organizations, ministries, and events taking place across Central Florida. Whether we're out on the road or in the studio, tune in to hear about the faith in action happening in your community. Watch Bay Focus with host Darlene Greenlee on Wednesdays and Thursdays on CTN Greater Tampa Bay, or watch on demand at ctnonline.com/bayfocus.
Well, as promised, we're back and we're continuing our military theme on this Bay Focus program today, getting caught up with Youth for Christ Military and their campus life military. And to do that, we have Dale Mace with us today, who is the Director of Advancement of the Campus Life Ministry for Youth for Christ Military. Welcome back, Dale.
Thank you so much for having me.
Great having you. We've had you one other time on the program, and what you all do is amazing, but I bet our viewers don't all know what that is. So tell us about Youth for Christ Military and the campus life.
Yeah, so our mission is to come alongside of military youth and their families, really by having authentic Christ-sharing relationships with them. And our goal for every military-connected youth is that we can help them become more resilient and make an informed decision about Jesus. That's our goal.
Well, you know, again, you just give us the turbo version, I like to say. You know, I'm assuming a lot of people know what this is, but maybe not. There's an incredible history to Youth for Christ.
Right. Yeah, Youth for Christ is well known across the world, and we are just that little corner pocket that specifically works with military-connected youth. So 11 and 19-year-olds whose families are active duty or veterans.
Yeah, you know, and a little you know, side note I'd like to throw in is Billy Graham was like one of the first employees, wasn't he?
He was.
Years and years. That's how far back this when he was a younger man. This goes back. So, all right. Why was it important to start this? There is a story to this, you know, because Youth for Christ was doing other things, you know, and there was chaplains on campus working with, you know, military personnel until there became a need known. What is the need of the youth? Why is it so important to reach them?
Yeah. So in 1980 is when a couple of chaplains realized that these students, specifically this group of teenagers that is often overlooked and unseen, needs to know who Jesus is. And so they partnered with Youth for Christ, and that's where Youth for Christ Military really birthed from. And our biggest thing is that this group of teenagers specifically is overseen, unheard, overlooked, all those things. Because like I grew up, our men and women of the military, you support them, you love them, reach out to them, but I never once thought they had kids for some reason. I don't know why that didn't cross my mind. And so now you see, well, they have kids, and those kids need support too, because they didn't enlist. They were automatically put into this life of the military. And so they're there supporting their mom and dad, but it's like, who's supporting them? And that's where we come in and hopefully can do that.
You know, some of the challenges, right? They can move frequently.
Yeah, so they have all the normal challenges that a teenager would have, but then you add on top of that, dealing with deployments, constantly moving every 1 to 3 years, asking the questions, if my parent gets deployed, will they be coming back home? So all of those adjustments, always saying goodbye to friends or being the one that leaves. So they deal with a lot of stuff.
Okay, so what do you do? We're gonna talk about some specific events in a little bit, but give us the overview of what you do on a regular basis. And like I said, you do have a presence here in Tampa Bay, but what are the things that you provide for these youth?
Yeah, so on a weekly basis, we do a night called Club, where we invite any 11 and 19-year-old that is connected to come, just hang out, give them a free dinner, play games with them, get them connected with each other, kind of to break down those walls. Right now, we're looking at this generation, specifically Generation Alpha. What the studies have shown is they just want trusted adults in their life. And so walking alongside them in that way to help them walk through the deployments, the moving, all those things that they go through. And so that is on a weekly basis. And then we have Bible studies throughout the week on some of our installations. One of our best things that we do is camp. That is one of our biggest things, where they get together with other military-connected youth from other installations, with people who know what they're going through. Because their civilian counterparts, they understand some of it, but not all of what they're going through. So when they get together with someone who knows, they just breathe easier. And it's good to be with those kind of people.
Yeah. So since you went to that topic, let's show some of this. You've done a variety of camps, different locations, but what we have to show today is a couple of them. Tell us about the United Kingdom, because you have a presence on the bases there. Tell us that one first.
Yeah. So over at in the UK, we are at RAF Alconbury. And so I get the privilege of going back there to speak at camp every year and just to be with those students. That's where I was for 15 years serving over there with Youth for Christ Military. And so to go back is just like going back home, which is nice to be with them. And so I pair up with their director, Josiah Walcott, and we put on a camp for them for a week just to get them off the installation, away from a lot of the stress, where they can just unwind, climb trees.
I was gonna say, what are they doing? Yeah, you're doing all kinds of camp stuff. You know?
Exactly.
Definitely. I love that. And then also, let's talk about Hawaii. Wow, you recently went. I don't know if anybody was watching the news a few months ago. Hawaii was inundated with storms,
Right.
flooding, etc. You guys were there.
Yeah, we had geared up for camp, and we're so excited. And again, you make all these plans, and I think a lot of times God says, "That's cute. I have something else for you." And so the big storms came, and so we had to adjust. And really, with these students, because they're used to change all the time, it wasn't an issue for them. Like, they were bummed they couldn't go to the campsite we were going to, but we ended up doing camp on base, and they were just as involved and threw themselves into it as if we were at the campsite, because they're just resilient like that. So we dealt with all the storms, and then we had to cancel the final day of camp because another storm came. But through even those 4 days, man, kids said yes to Jesus, and that's really what matters.
Yeah, and I was made aware of that here at work by our general manager, that you guys were over there at that time, and I didn't hear, updates at that time on how you were doing it. All I could think of, I just had these visions of you guys, like, swimming to safety.
Right.
Look, guys, this is a great camp experience.
Right.
We're survivalists.
Just keep smiling.
Just keep smiling. I'm just thinking, it's good to know you stayed on base.
Right.
That's very good. Well, you also recently had something called Fueled by Hope in Tampa Bay. What was that?
Yeah, that was our vision dinner. So we have this goal for Tampa Bay to really know who we are and what we're doing, because it is a great way for them to support the military and their kids. And so we had this over in Ybor City at the Cuban Club. It was a great venue.
Yeah.
So we had about 120 people show up, and just really to cast a vision for them of, hey, this is the difference that we could make for the military-connected youth in our own backyard. Because what a lot of people don't know is there's over 10,000 of them in the Tampa Bay area.
Wow.
And again, we think of the men and women, but then, hey, these are their kids. And so what can we do for them?
Yeah,
So
let's talk Tampa Bay. Obviously, MacDill Air Force Base is what people think of right away. And, it's been a challenging time. I mean, the Iran war, everything. This has been a stress. I'm sure that, the stress is palatable on base with families and people handling various functions. So what have you done anything that is specific to Tampa Bay?
Yeah, so for our students at MacDill, when they come to our program, especially during this time, because things are just difficult, I guess. And there's a phrase in the military that says, the only thing that's consistent is the inconsistency. And so we get together with students and asking them, like, how are you feeling about what's going on? What are the words that come to your head? And again, it's a safe place for them to express exactly what they feel. And so we'll be able to walk through that with them. And then once you hear those things, okay, now how can we come alongside of you to help you deal with these last minute deployments because your mom or dad is gone? The fear of what's going on overseas and will they come home? So we walk through all of that with them. And it is tragic what is going on, but that is the kind of thing that brings the community together more, because you have to be there for each other because you're all you have, and you understand what you're going through.
Yeah, when you're talking about the military community together, right?
Right.
Which brings another question to me. Do you have do you do any partnerships outside of the military community? Do you get these kids out connecting with other people in the communities, churches, et cetera?
Right. So Christy Harrison, who's our director at MacDill, she's really good at joining up with other people who are like-minded in what we're doing and getting our students out serving.
I love
even
that.
though they already serve, but they're serving more of their community. And so we're always looking for like-minded partners, people who want to come alongside and join us in reaching these students and their families.
Yeah. All right. So what our viewers are watching, we may have military personnel watching too, that want to connect, but our viewers too as well in general. What are your greatest needs? How can they help?
That is a great question.
Yeah.
And just in the times that we're living in, one of our greatest needs, first of all, I would say just be praying for these students. That's probably one of the best things you can be doing, is constantly just giving them up to God. That's what they need. And then obviously finances are a big thing. We have more installations that want our program, but we don't have the finances to send people there. And so there's the need. The harvest is plentiful, but the workers are few.
Yeah.
And so if people want to partner with us financially, that is a huge thing that we need right now. And they can do that easily. yfcmilitary.org is our website to go in there, find out where we're at, how they can be contributing in that way. That's really the best thing they could do.
All right, then as we close this, just give us a snapshot. Has there been a student that maybe I'm throwing you, I didn't give you advance notice on this, but student that comes to mind or a composite of students that young people that just changed under this, that they may have come with some barriers, some walls,
Right.
but something changed. Give us a story.
Yeah. There was a student, Travis, who just an amazing high school kid who was a self-proclaimed atheist, didn't want anything to do with God or anything like that, and then came on a service project with us and served little kids, all those kind of things, and then realized that there was something missing in his life. And just through serving is when he encountered God. And so it was late, it was like 1 o'clock in the morning, they came and got me, and here's this high school kid who's crying in the corner, and I'm like, what's going on? And he just said, I don't know what everybody else has, but I want it. And what he didn't realize at the moment is they have Jesus, like that's what they have. And so being able to sit in that hallway with him, I'll never forget that moment, that kid's life has changed. And he is an adult now, but we still keep in touch all the time, and he's doing great.
Oh my gosh, that is an absolutely amazing way to bring it home. I mean, this is what you do. This is why you do it.
Right.
Give these kids, when you think about, how their life is fluid, better way to put it, the constant
Right.
is Christ.
Exactly.
The constant is their faith.
Yeah.
That
No
will
matter
go
where
with
they
them
go,
everywhere.
he will be there with them. Yeah.
Everywhere. Thank you so much, Dale, for sharing with us today. And while I can't think of a better way to end this segment, to show the impact of what Youth for Christ military does in providing the support and coming underneath the foundation for these kids that they need in support of their families. So you can support them. We're going to show you on the screen how you can reach Youth for Christ military, and we will be right back with more of Bay Focus. Stay tuned. Well, I hope you'll support the organizations we had on today. I'm just so honored to have both of them on our military theme, Youth for Christ Military, which we just talked to you about, and then also Operation Military Matters and their care packages that go to military personnel. Want to encourage businesses. They host packing parties at businesses as well, right at your business. So you contact them. I know they would appreciate it. Thank you so much for tuning in this week. You can contact me. You can see how you can do that on the screen. We will see you next week. May God richly bless you.